I never really realized that she worked because she was always there when Robin and I got home from school. She always had a hot breakfast waiting for us to start our day, and a healthy homemade dinner when we got home. We never watched television at the table. We talked with each other about our day and life, and though my father worked long hours as director of the Jewish Community Center, she always made sure he was home to be a part of our family time too. There was always a lot of love and laughter around our breakfast nook in the kitchen at 85 North Stanwood. We spent a great deal of time with our relatives and visited my grandparents every Sunday. We took weekly family outings and yearly road trips together and camped across the United States and spent so much treasured time in nature. She made up the back of our station wagon like a big bed, and Robin and I would play along the way. She wrapped little surprises for us to open at various points along the way, so the trip never seemed that long. It was always just a short distance to the next surprise gift. All our time together helped me internalize that nothing was more important than family. My mother started and ended every day with singing. It was a joyful way to wake up and go to sleep. There was always music playing on a record player and always songs being sung. In the car, Robin and I would harmonize, and Mom and Dad would sing along. My sister and I learned to love music because it was such a happy part of our growing up. And I found it comforting that my mother was able to sing until the day before she died. Even when her aphasia from her stroke was so bad that she had a hard time speaking, she could always sing. And speaking of singing, Mom would volunteer her time to sing at the Home for the Aged. And so I learned the value of giving one's time. When I was 12 years of age and I wanted to volunteer, but most agencies said I was too young, she arranged for me to volunteer at Heritage House. So I started spending my time as a child visiting the elderly. That grew into my own professional path of gerontology, and I have spent decades working in the field of aging, all because of the initial influence of my mother. Mother was the director of our religious school and not only stressed the value of Jewish education, but made all Jewish holidays come to life in our home. Making the holidays fun and meaningful was something I cherished then with my own children and now to this day. And when I light the Sabbath candlesticks that used to belong to her and her mother before her, I remember the traditions that she so deeply ingrained with meaning for me. My mother was the living, breathing meaning of kindness and patience. Watching her relate to others and our family and friends taught me the meaning of compassion. She truly lived by example. I will never forget when I was dusting as a child and I broke my mother's treasured eggshell porcelain vase that my father had brought home from the war. I was in tears, horrified at the accident. She hugged me and said, "Darling, so long as you are not broken, that's all that matters." My mother handed down the idea of achieving one's goals and dreams and the value of education. Although she came from a poor family, she earned her first degree in social work and then later in life went back to college to become a teacher. And she did all this while balancing work and family. My sister has already spoken of Mom's passion for cleaning. We used to joke that if Dad went to the bathroom in the middle of the night, that he'd come back to find the bedmate. But I did learn to be super organized from her. With all the various homes I lived in, she would fly out and help me move and get set up. And that if I didn't use something for a year, she would suggest that I donate it to someone who would repurpose it. Of course, that ended up being a trauma for me once when we moved when David was a year old. I had a garage full of things that I told her we needed to go through to see what could be donated. But when I came home from work to find an empty garage, in shock I said, "Mom, where is everything?" She said, "Oh, I thought you wanted to donate what was in the garage." That was her way of saying that I didn't need any of those things. And it turned out to be a valuable lesson in decluttering. To be honest, I never did miss any of those things that she gave away or even remember what they were. Our home was always filled with friends. I learned from her that friends are the family that you choose for yourself. Everyone was always welcome, and I watched her make everybody feel at home. She always welcomed friends on our family outings and helped us foster friendships from brownies to youth groups and family camp. She continued that warmth in her years at Heritage House, and I am grateful to the Heritage House residents and staff who became her new family. Thank you to friends old and new for making her last year special ones. Mom had a song she liked to sing. Make new friends, but keep the old, for one is silver and the other is gold. No eulogy for Mom would be complete without mentioning her love of animals. Our home was always blessed with fur children, as Robin and mine are now. I am so thankful to her for her fur grandchild, Chloe, who is here with us today and was Mom's constant companion until she died. In fact, on the day she died, I was told one of her only reactions was when Chloe jumped up on her bed and kissed her face. So Mom, this message is to you. As my first friend, you introduced me to a life enriched by your love and warmth. You shaped the way I feel about the world and my place in it today. Your confidence in me helped me to believe in myself, and your praise and respect enabled me to appreciate my own worth. You guided without control and encouraged without pressure. You gave your best to bring out the best in me. You taught me to think my own thoughts and follow my own dreams, to be proud of my achievements and accepting of my mistakes, to find peace in each sunset and joy in each sunrise, to love my life as you did yours. You knew what to say and how to listen, to help me through the rough times and make the good times even more beautiful. I thank you, Mom, for all you have been to me. You are more than a mother. You are a counselor and companion, my first friend and best friend, a happy home, and 1,000 beautiful memories. You are someone I love and cherish with all my heart. And no matter how full my life gets, it can never be as full as my heart is with love for you. And as you like to say, when the heart is full, the eyes run over. So my eyes run over now as I say how thankful I am for you. And in conclusion, since I could not be physically in Columbus today for her memorial, having just arrived back to Hawaii after 2.5 months of being with Mom in Ohio, I wanted to be present at this celebration by sharing the last video with Mom and me together, taken the day before I left. I take great comfort in knowing that she knew how very much she meant to me. Thank you.
Be a picture? my beautiful mama, and you always taught me that nothing is promised, so we never leave anything left unsaid, do we?
No.
No, we don't, because we have no things left unsaid between us, because you know how much I love you. I just want you to know that you are the best mom in the whole wide world, and I want you to know how very much you're loved and appreciated, and how lucky I was. I won the mom lottery when I got you. You were always there for me. And Robin, you always made us feel safe and loved and cherished and valued. You always made us feel like we could do anything in the world and be anything we wanted to be. And you always made us feel like the most special, beautiful people ever. I never even realized that you worked. You were such a wonderful teacher, but I didn't know it, Mom, because you were always there by the time I got home from school. You always packed happy faces in my lunch, which is why I always sign everything with a happy face, right? And you always made me feel happy and blessed and cherished and safe. And I don't know how to thank you enough for everything you have always been for me.
Yes.
And you will always be in my heart. Even when I'm in Hawaii, we'll talk on the phone, or wherever you are. And if you're ever not on earth, you'll always be in my heart, because I love you forever. My precious mama. Thank you for being you.
Thank you.
I love you.
Thank you for being you.
Oh, thank you. Well, I tried to be, for my goal as a mom was to be everything that you were. You're a hard act to follow, Mom.
Oh,
You really are.
thank you.
You're welcome. I love you.
I love you.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you. I love you so much. You're...
Okay, so we're going to go with Kyle.
Bubby, I'm so grateful for you. Thank you so much for everything. I'm so lucky to have been able to grow up with you and know you as an adult and be able to talk to you about life and get advice from you. I'm really, really appreciative of everything that you shared with me about your life and when you were younger and your interests, about music and art and love. And I think about those conversations often, and I really try to take to heart everything that you ever taught me. I remember when I told you that I wanted to be an artist for a living, you had a really hard time accepting that as a reality, and you would kind of tell me, oh, it's just a hobby, you need to get a real job, make some money, you have to get a master's degree. And after a few years of just keeping on doing what I was loving to do, I think more and more you warmed up to it. And I remember about a year ago, that's when we were talking a lot longer on the phone before your hearing started to go down dramatically. One of our last phone conversations I remembered was you had asked me, you said, are you sure this is what you really want to do for a living? And I said, absolutely, I'm doing it. This is my passion. And she said, are you happy and fulfilled doing it? And I said, absolutely. And for the first time in a really long time, I remember truly believing you when you told me that you fully support me doing what I want to do, and that you were sure that I was going to be successful, and as long as it brought me happiness, that you believed in me fully, and that I needed to pursue it. And so, oftentimes when I come to struggles or I question my life and my path and what I'm doing, I rely on that support, and for that, I'm really grateful, and I thank you. The other night, I had a really weird dream Where?
Stop, we're
Yeah,
not playing.
no, I know.
We had to edit that one a little bit.
No, I know.
The green sequence, if you really want to see it, I'll give you the link.
Hi, Bubby. It's Angeline, Kyle's girlfriend. I love you, and thank you for loving me like a granddaughter. I always felt how lucky I was to have the best grandmas in the whole world, and I feel so lucky to have had you as well. You're the best Bubby in the whole world. I miss you, but I'm so happy to know that you had such a long and incredible life, and you have the most amazing, loving family, and it's exciting to see you live on through them. Wherever you are now, I feel like you're in peace, so we will be in peace too. Love you.
Last one.
Hi, this is David Block, and Dotty was my hubby. And today I'm celebrating her life and going to take a walk in nature.
Sorry about that.
Music and singing.
Let's do this one more time, sorry.
Or just how to celebrate this incredible planet, the value of. Hi, this is David Block, and Dotty was my hubby. And today I'm celebrating her life and going to take a walk in nature. Some things I learned from her is just how to celebrate this incredible planet, the value of family and community and music and singing. And I just couldn't think of a more incredible human being as a role model as Bubby, and just the way she loved and the way she raised a family and just the inspiration of being with Zadie just for as many years as they were together, and how to love my family and my brother and my mother, and just how those are some of the most important things in one's life. And I will miss her very much and continue to celebrate her life. And, yeah, thank you all for being a part of her community.
As we recall those taken from our midst, we offer thanks for the moments which we shared together, for the companionship which we enjoyed, and the sorrows we know be softened by the memories which we cherish. As we remember Dotty Rosenfeld this afternoon, may we be worthy of the values and qualities which she embodied in her life. And may we create living memorials to her memory for our own acts of kindness, compassion, and loyalty. Our sages once taught that death may end a life, that death does not end a relationship. Those who have passed on remain in our hearts as an abiding memory. In the rising of the sun and its going down, we remember them. When the wind blows in the chill of winter, we remember them. When the buds open in the rebirth of spring, we remember them. When the leaves rustle in the beauty of autumn, we remember them. When the year begins and when it ends, we remember them. When we are weary and in need of strength, we remember them. When we are lost and sick at heart, we remember them. When we have joys we yearn to share, we remember them. So long as we live, they too live, for they are now a part of us as we remember them. At this time, everyone, we rise for the memorial prayer. and for Kaddish. And Malay Rachamim, compassionate God, eternal Spirit of the universe, grant perfect rest in your sheltering presence to the soul of Devorah, Bat Avram Lechana, Dorothy Jacobs Rosenfeld, who has entered eternity. God, let her find refuge in your eternal presence. Remember all the worthy and all the righteous deeds that she performed in this life. May her soul be bound up in the bond of everlasting life. May God be her portion. May she rest in peace. And together we say, Amen. Yitkadal, v'yitkadash shemei rabah, v'amah divrach yilute, v'yamnich machute, v'chayecham v'yomecham, chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, nagala v'zman kari v'yimru, Amen. Yehei shemei rabah mabarach, le'alam lo me'amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach, yitpa'ar, yitramam v'yitnaseh. Yithadar, Yitale, Yitalal, Shemei Kudsha, Brevu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tishbechata v'nechamata, amiran v'yamar v'yimru, Amen. Yehi shlama rabbah min Shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael, v'yimru, Amen. Oseh shalom v'yimramah, u'ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael, Amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to those who are bereaved among us. And may the memory of Dotty always be a blessing to those of us who knew her. May it be an inspiration to those of us who loved her and who admired her. And we say, Amen. As we conclude our service today, everyone, I'm going to invite the quartet, for harmony's sake, to close our service for us today. You may be seated.
Cathedral bells were tolling, and our hearts sang on. Was it the spell of Paris, or the April dawn? Who knows if we shall meet again? But when the morning chimes ring sweet again, I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places that this heart of mine embraces all day through. In that small cafe in the park, across the way, the children's carousel, the chestnut tree, the wishing well. I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's bright and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you.
Well, this concludes the formal part of our service. Everyone is invited to join for a meal in the back. As we conclude, again, May all of us have wonderful memories of Dotty. Thank you all for coming.
No, not at all.
Nice cameras there. You do what you can do.
How are you doing? Awesome. It's really fun to see you. Yeah.
I know. I know. Trust me. I know. On all of them are going to be just as special.